Hey, it's Mark with another Super Bowler smash attack, and this is a base that I don't think I've ever run into this base before. It's very unique, at least for me. I don't have any experience with attacking a base like this one, and so if we think about first taking down the town hall with the Flame Flinger, that's not going to happen. There's way too much going on in the corner. Clan Castle and those expos, there's no way the Flame Flinger is going to take all that on. So it's a matter of the other corners, and 3 o'clock and 9 o'clock are looking pretty symmetric. Expos, there are 3 expos around the town hall, and there's 1 expo over here. I guess this is something that I tend to do when I'm trying to figure out where I'm going to put the Flame Flinger on these attacks, is I look at where the expos are at. And usually if I can, I try to keep the Flame Flinger away from a side that's got an expo. Mortars can be a problem too, but those are easier to handle with Yetis than trying to deal with the expo with the Flame Flinger. So I wouldn't. I probably could still put. That expo is pretty central, so I could put the Flame Flinger over on the 9 o'clock side. That would be a possibility, really. I could do that. And so for 12 o'clock for the Flame Flinger, when I see all of these trash buildings up on top, if you're looking at the defenses, from the corner, from 12 o'clock, it's like the cannon and the mortar are the first defenses. There's all like a bunch of trash buildings up at 12 o'clock. It does make me wonder a little bit if there might be some Teslas in this upper corner here, in the spaces up there. But yeah, I usually like to have the Flame Flinger on a side that has, doesn't have that many trash buildings. But there is this single inferno over here too, and that can be a problem for the Warden. The other thing about, let's say this side for the Flame Flinger, the other thing about that is it's totally walled off. This whole section is walled off, and sometimes it won't matter. Like say if this archer tower would swap space with this collector, and the Flame Flinger, when it takes down, if it does a couple of shots to take down the archer tower, these walls are probably gonna burn open, and then that will give access for the Flame Flinger to actually move into this compartment deeper to work on these defenses. Otherwise, that isn't the case. There aren't defenses right next to the wall, and it means that the Flame Flinger is just going to travel on the outside of the wall. It probably won't be able to reach that air defense if it comes down the south side. If it came across this side, it could probably get that air defense maybe. And so I would be tempted to, if I did use the Flame Flinger on this side, would be to kind of cheat over to this side a little bit, like take on this. No, so not like directly from 9 o'clock, but like 8:30 or so, or not 8:30, but like 9:30. This upper edge, the northwest edge there. so that it can take down that. I would want that air defense to go down, because I don't want the air defense taking out the healers with the main army push. So I think that's really the biggest reason why I wanted to try to do Flame Flinger from the north on this one, from 12 o'clock. But there are some trash buildings to clean up over there, and there's a couple of mortars to watch for, but usually Yetis can kind of tank for those without any problems. And so if I come from the north with Flame Flinger, then the Warden, since there's this expo here, I probably would want to do the Warden from over on this corner, just so that we can, the main smash of the army can come through that expo. I'd rather take out expos. I leave there's the scattershot over here, but if the Flame Flinger is still running, it can take out a scattershot, but the expo would stop it. So that's kind of why I would want to do the Warden from over on this side. It might work out either way, but that's kind of my reasoning. And there is just a packed load of buildings on both of these sides. Once the Flame Flinger does reach these defenses, the residual damage is going to burn through those pretty nicely. So let's get the replay going here. And there's the Yeti. And I didn't put the Flame Flinger down right away. I put the Warden and the healers down. The reason why I didn't do it right away in that case was just because there's so many trash buildings. I wanted to see the Yeti kind of move into the buildings a little bit more, in case that there were some Teslas in that area. That's just the reason why I kind of delayed the Flame Flinger just a little bit. The Warden is working really nice over here. Has already taken out the and on the right you can see I put the Yeti to tank for the mortar, and the mortar went down. This is the spot where you see these buildings are all taking residual damage. Boom. They're just all going down easily because of the residual, and they're all together. Okay, so the Warden is taking damage from both the Expo and the Archer Tower, and that's part of the reason why I started to bring the troops in. I wanted to pull the Warden away, and that Expo is an air Expo, so I thought I could get him to move away from that more easily than the ground. Now, if we can get the troops to go in instead of off towards the Flame Flinger, the Queen is moving over, but the bowlers are going in, so that's good. And the Queen is kind of moving over. I don't want the bowlers to go over. I want the bowlers to follow the jump, and they do. And that's the first. One interesting thing about this attack is that was the first rage that I put down, was where that jump is. I didn't put any rage earlier on, and the reason why is just because there just wasn't enough damage. I mean, there were a lot of buildings up there, but with the ice golems tanking in the beginning, I just didn't think that a rage was going to be needed, and this way, having a rage delayed, I'll be able to rage the bowlers 2 more times yet from there, and into the town hall compartment. So I'll rage them coming in to that core compartment, and at this point right here, okay, and I just put down the Royal Champion there on the left edge, opposite side from the Flame Flinger as usual, and the queen is kind of working with the Flame Flinger over there right now, which is, it kind of reduces the value, I think, of the Flame Flinger. It'd be better if they could work separately. But the reason why I wanted to stop it here was just to kind of show this town hall area. And there's a massive amount of damage happening right now, and there's all kinds of multis happening. There's 2 multi infernos. There's the town hall giga inferno. Just massive amounts of damage. And I guess honestly, I'm not sure what kind of towers these are, these spell towers, what they were. But I have, right now, I have 2 freeze and 1 rage left. And I think I got distracted maybe with, maybe checking out what the queen is doing and putting down the royal champion or something. But I was surprised that when I saw the replay of this, that I'm not placing a freeze more quickly on the town hall compartment. I mean, it's so tightly compact down there that I could freeze quite a bit pretty easily. And where's the next rage happening? So that other rage wore off. I finally used the freeze spells, and there I finally used the rage. So I think I mean those spells I think came in a little bit too late. Yeah, it worked out that the super bowlers kind of pushed through all of that damage in there. But yeah, now it's just a matter of doing some cleanup. The queen is coming back around. There's plenty of troops left to just kind of clean the base up. Yeah, so that was kind of a unique base to go against with Super Bowler Smash.